Welcome to the Secret History channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. In 1938, soldiers of the Royal Hungarian Army were photographed in a field kitchen. The image shows the service members preparing and serving food during their operations in the field. This moment reflects the daily life of the troops and the importance of meals for the functioning of the armed forces at the time. The photo records one aspect of military life and service conditions during the late 1930s. In 1946, military motorcycles were put up for sale as surplus after the end of the conflict. The image shows some of these vehicles available for purchase, reflecting the process of demobilization and the reuse of military equipment. Estimates at the time indicated that the total value of this surplus could range between $25 and $150 billion. This photo records an important moment in the transition from the military period to civilian life, highlighting the economic and social impact of these operations. This photo was taken in 1913 and shows three unusual men playing cards, the shortest, the tallest, and the heaviest in Europe at that time. The scene was recorded during a public presentation or a popular fair. Gatherings like this were common at the start of the century, bringing together people with uncommon characteristics for shows or entertainment events. The image shows a relaxed moment and draws attention to the difference in height among the participants. It became a curious historical record from the early 1900s. This photo was recorded at Venice Beach in California during the 1930s. It shows participants and their pets at a popular local event of the time. The pet show brought together residents and visitors to celebrate the bond between people and animals. It was a time of fun, creativity, and joy for all ages. Venice Beach was already known for its cultural events and outdoor activities. This type of gathering helped unite the community and value connections with animals. In the 1950s, production of the Volkswagen Type 2 took place at the factory in Wolfsburg, Germany. The image shows the assembly process of this iconic vehicle, which became a symbol of mobility and versatility. The Type 2, also known as the Combi, was widely used for transporting people and cargo, reflecting economic growth and industrialization in the post-war period. This photo records an important moment in the history of the German automotive industry. This photo was taken in 1982 and shows the young actress Drew Barrymore handing a doll of the character E.T. to Princess Diana. The meeting took place during an event related to the release of the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Drew took part in the film when she was still a child and became known worldwide for her role. Princess Diana, known for her kindness, accepted the gift with warmth. The image records a special moment that brought together cinema and royalty on a memorable occasion. This photo was taken in September of 1943 in Italy and shows an Italian girl feeding a British soldier a plate of spaghetti. The scene conveys a moment of kindness and closeness between civilians and service members. In that period, many Italian regions were going through important changes. The image captured an instant of humanity in the middle of challenging times. Simple gestures like this helped create bonds between people of different cultures, even in difficult situations. This photo was taken in 1963 and shows Jim Henson beside Rolf, one of the first puppets he created. In the image, Rolf was still newly built for future appearances on television. Jim Henson became known for creating characters that marked generations, such as the Muppets. Rolf was one of the first to gain prominence and public affection. This photo represents the beginning of a creative career that influenced children's culture and entertainment for decades. This photo was taken in 1976 and shows the Swedish singer Agnetha Fältskog, a member of the group ABBA. At the time, the group was at the height of international success. Agnetha was known for her striking voice and stage presence. Together with the other members of ABBA, she helped define the sound of 1970s pop music. The image captures a classic moment from the group's golden era, which continues to influence artists and fans around the world. This photo was taken in 1974 in New York City and shows the actresses Terry Garr, Karen Carr, and Louise Brooks together in a relaxed moment. At the time, Terry Garr was beginning to gain prominence in film and television. The image captures a meeting between talents of different generations in an urban and culturally active setting. New York City was a vibrant creative center during the 1970s, attracting artists, actors, and musicians from around the world. In November of 1939, workers were photographed arranging packaged products on the shelves of a supermarket in San Angelo, Texas. The image shows the routine of stocking and organizing the stores, reflecting sales methods and retail trade of the time. This moment records the day-to-day operations of commerce and the essential role of employees in maintaining inventory to serve customers during the late 1930s. This photo was taken in 1902 and shows the Flatiron Building still under construction in New York City. The building was one of the first steel-frame skyscrapers in the United States. Its triangular shape drew attention from the start and became a landmark of urban architecture. The building is located at the intersection of Fifth Avenue and Broadway. The Flatiron was completed in the same year and remains one of the city's most recognizable symbols to this day. This photo was taken in 1915 in the region of Palestine and shows a portable device being prepared for use in insect control. The goal was to drive away swarms of locusts that threatened local crops. Locust plagues were a major challenge for agriculture, and different methods were tested to protect the fields. This type of device helped create barriers of heat and smoke. The image shows a collective effort to preserve food production in a period marked by hardship and scarcity. This photo was taken around 1965 and shows busy Hollywood Boulevard in Los Angeles, California. The avenue was already one of the most famous places in the city. In the image, it is possible to see cars of the time, bright signs, and people walking along the sidewalks. The place brought together theaters, stores, and attractions linked to entertainment. Hollywood Boulevard was and remains a symbol of the film industry. The street attracts visitors from all over the world with its charm and history. This photo was taken in 1974 in the city of Amsterdam and shows an unusual meeting between two very well-known figures, the businessman Colonel Sanders and the musician Alice Cooper. Colonel Sanders was the founder of the restaurant chain, known for its special fried chicken recipe. Alice Cooper was an artist famous for his striking style in rock music. The image records a curious moment when two different worlds, those of food and of music, crossed in an unexpected way. This photo was taken in 1943 and shows workers removing streetcar tracks on 3rd Avenue in the city of Seattle, United States. The scene marks a change in the urban transportation system of the time. Streetcars had been a common means of transportation for decades. Over time, they were replaced by buses and automobiles, considered more practical and modern. The image records a moment of transition in urban life, reflecting transformations in cities during the 20th century. This photo was taken in 1930 and shows a Ford Model A on a lubrication platform in a shop called Lube Seal Service Garage. The place specialized in automobile maintenance. The Ford Model A was one of the most popular cars of the time. It was known for durability, modern design, and a price that many families could afford. The image shows how maintenance services were already part of drivers' routines. Shops like this helped keep vehicles in good condition for longer. This photo was taken in 1973 and shows the artist Cher during her appearance at the Academy Awards, also known as the Oscars. On that occasion, she drew attention with a striking and elegant look. Cher was already a well-known figure in music and television, and her presence at the event reinforced her status as an icon of style and originality. The image became one of the most remembered records of fashion on the red carpets of the 1970s. This photo was taken in 1987 and shows the actors Sylvester Stallone and Brigitte Nielsen. At the time, both were well known in film and were also a famous couple. They appeared together at public events and in movies during the 1980s. The image records a notable moment in their careers and personal lives. Stallone was known for striking roles in action films. Brigitte also acted in successful productions and worked as a model. This photo was taken in the mid-1970s and shows the actors Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson. At the time, they were very young and already attracted attention in Hollywood. The couple had a relationship known to the public, with breakups and reconciliations over the years. The image portrays a relaxed moment at the start of their paths. Later, both built successful careers in film and television. This photo became a memorable record of their youth. This photo was taken in 1945 and shows a group of female college students stopping with their bicycles to talk with cadets. The scene took place in an urban setting, in a light and relaxed mood. At the time, bicycles were a common means of transportation among young people. Moments like this reflected everyday life and casual meetings after the war. The image shows young people enjoying small moments of normalcy and connection during a period of great change in the world. This photo is related to the historic achievement of the Russian cosmonaut Alexei Leonov on March 18, 1965. He was the first person to walk in outer space outside a spacecraft. Leonov remained outside the capsule for 12 minutes and 9 seconds, connected by a safety tether. This mission showed that human beings could carry out activities in space beyond the spacecraft. The achievement marked an important advance in space exploration and opened the way for future missions and technologies. This photo is related to a lesser-known chapter in the history of the British royal family. Nerissa and Catherine were first cousins of Queen Elizabeth II and lived in specialized institutions from a young age. For many decades, their presence was not widely disclosed to the public. The information became better known in 1987 when details about their lives came to light. The story drew interest by showing less visible aspects of royalty and noble families in the 20th century. This photo was taken in 1936 on board a luxury flight operated by the company Air Dispatch. The service ran the route between Croydon in the United Kingdom and Paris in France. The image shows a flight attendant serving drinks to crew members. This reflected the elegant and attentive style of flights at the time. In the 1930s, traveling by airplane was a new and special experience. Airlines sought to provide comfort and attentive service for passengers. In the 1870s, the Egyptian obelisk known as Cleopatra's Needle was photographed in its original location in the city of Alexandria, Egypt. The image shows this ancient monument, which was part of the urban landscape at the time. Later, the obelisk was transported to London, England, where it remains to this day as an important historical and cultural symbol. This photo records a moment before the move, helping people understand the history and relocation of this artifact. In 1967, the commander of an M48 Patton tank was photographed looking through the sight during military operations in Vietnam. The image shows the equipment in use and the environment in which the service members operated in that period. This photo helps people understand the context and conditions of the armed forces during the 1960s. This photo was taken in 1956 on the set of the movie Love Me Tender and shows Elvis Presley next to the actress Deborah Paget. It was the first movie of Elvis in cinema. The production marked the beginning of his career as an actor after he had already achieved great success in music. Deborah Paget was already known in Hollywood and shared the screen with him in the leading role. The image records an important moment in popular culture, bringing together film and music in a new phase of Elvis's career. This photo was taken in 1927 and shows the actress Brigitte Helm cooling off during a break in the filming of the movie Metropolis. The production was directed by Fritz Lang in Germany. The film is considered one of the most important works of silent cinema and of science fiction. Brigitte Helm played leading roles in the story, including the figure of an iconic robot. The filming demanded long hours and heavy costumes. The image shows a moment of rest amid intense work in the studio. This photo was taken on April 13, 1961, and shows the cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin reading a newspaper with news about his own mission. 2 days earlier, he had become the first person to travel into space. The mission was a historic milestone and drew attention around the world. Gagarin became a figure admired for his courage and for the importance of his achievement. The image records a calm and symbolic moment when he sees the global impact of his journey for the first time. This photo was recorded inside a Harley-Davidson factory in the 1920s in the United States. It shows workers assembling motorcycles in an industrial setting of the time. The company was already recognized for quality and innovation in two-wheeled vehicles. The models produced there were used for leisure and for professional services. During the 1920s, Harley-Davidson grew quickly and became one of the largest manufacturers in the sector. Its motorcycles gained prominence in several countries. This photo was taken on April 26, 1986, on the day of the wedding of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver. The ceremony took place in Hyannis, in the state of Massachusetts, in the United States. Arnold was known for his career in film and sports. Maria was a respected journalist and a member of a traditional American political family. The wedding brought together public figures and relatives in a memorable moment. It was one of the most talked about events of that year in the country. This photo was taken in 1970 in the former Czechoslovakia during a heavy snowstorm. It shows railway workers thawing the rails with the help of a MiG-15 airplane engine. The heat generated by the engine helped remove the buildup of ice, allowing trains to run again safely. It was a creative solution used in extreme weather situations. This type of work required care and teamwork. The image highlights the dedication of railway maintenance crews at that time. This photo was taken in 1975 and shows Mr. T serving in the United States Army. Before becoming famous on television and in film, he had a career as a service member. During his service, he became known for his discipline, physical strength, and leadership. These traits followed him throughout his public life. Years later, Mr. T would become a popular culture icon, known for his striking style and unforgettable sayings. This photo was taken during the 1970s and shows Debbie Harry, the lead singer of the band Blondie. She stood out in the music scene with her unique style and striking presence. Debbie became one of the most recognizable faces of the punk movement and the new pop music of that time. Her image influenced fashion, attitude, and youth culture. In addition to music, she also acted in films and was involved in creative projects. The photo records a notable moment in the early phase of her career as an artist. In 1954, Maria Felix, an iconic actress of the golden age of Mexican cinema, was photographed at a high point in her career. Known for her striking beauty and talent, she became one of the most important figures in Latin American cinema. The image reflects the glamour and influence of the actress during that period of great artistic and cultural production in Mexico. This photo records a moment in the history of cinema and popular culture in the 1950s. This photo was taken in 1937 in the city of Louisville, in the state of Kentucky, during a time of great economic hardship in the United States. It shows people in a line in front of a large sign with the words, "The American Way." The image portrays the contrast between optimistic advertising and the reality faced by many families at the time. The line was to receive basic support such as food and shelter. Even in hard times, the hope for better days remained. The photo became a symbol of the strength and resilience of the American people. If you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel, please use the Super Thanks tool below. Your contribution helps us keep bringing you amazing historical content. Thank you so much for your support, and see you in the next video.